Today's episode is for anyone who looks successful on outside but feels lost, overwhelmed, or disconnected within. With over a decade of experience in financial accounting and audit, she has lived the reality of external success while silently battling self love, worth, people pleasing, and emotional burnout. Her life looks and took a powerful turn after a motherhood, a phase that brought her a face to face with her lowest emotional and financial state, but also became the doorway to her deepest transformation. Today, she helps all the high achievers to break free from the invisible cage of Log Kya Kahenge, building strong boundaries and step into a clarity with confidence and alignment. She's just not coaching for her. This is a life she has rebuilt from inside out. Ranjita, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you so much, Anuradha. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and looking forward to a great talk. So, yeah,
Super
and
excited once again to have you here. And the very first question, Ranjita, I have for you is uh, you said that life takes us a moment, right? Where everything looked fine outside, but inside something was breaking you every single day. What was really happening in your mind at that time? Would you really like to share with our audience?
my exact question, or I would say it's not the question also, it was the exact state uh, where I started thinking there is something wrong with me.
Hmm.
And what is wrong with me, I was not sure. I was so desperate for help. I started seeking it everywhere, every possible place, but things did not change. Um, but I was just in a phase where I was looking for external help. And there came a phase in my life where I was completely in a state where I was disconnected from everyone, not just everything, but everyone. And that is when I started asking deeper questions to myself. First, I had to ask is why are people like this? Why are they not understanding me? And what is wrong with me? Is there anything wrong with me? Have I done something wrong? But the real thing started changing when I started asking the right questions to myself.
Hmm.
And the real question was, uh, what is in me that is breaking me with whatever is happening around me? And that's where life took a change. That's when I started getting right kind of help. And that's when life coaching happened to me. And that's why when I did a deeper study of myself, still I'm in a state of understanding myself,
Hmm.
but I'm growing every single day. So that is the biggest change. I feel when we start asking the right questions to ourselves, that's when the life changes. And life also gives you the right people come into your life, your mentors, your coaches, your the right the right kind of friends you start seeing around you, and the universe changes.
Absolutely. And I completely resonate with you, Ranjita, for that matter. You beautifully said asking the right questions. But I think most of us, we feel and we stuck in the same loop patterns as why is this happening to me? What is happening to my life? But when you start introspecting deeper, I think that turnover and the changes comes automatically. Yes.
Right.
All right. So, Ranjita, would you like to talk about your background of the kind of a work you have done in the corporate and, life coaching created some spark inside you. So, what is the difference you see in the corporate professional world and life coaching? Because I personally feel that even I came from the same field, and
Yes,
there we
yes.
are living totally a different life. Yes, we are not who we are, but when we understand the life coaching skills, it really brings a deeper change inside us. So, what is your take on this?
So, yeah, I worked for 10 plus years as in accounting, financial accounting, taxation, audit. Initially, when I started, I was just lost. I did not know where I started. But when I was at the peak of my profession, the only thing I would see was, oh, I'm earning so much of money from this. Okay, this is good. Okay, I'm slogging maybe something I'm doing which I am not deeply liking or resonating. But there was a factor which was keeping me like, continuously going ahead was the money factor. And there came a time also where I started reflecting, is this money really, really important? And I switched my job just for that mental peace. And it did happen, actually. I took up a job with a little lower salary comparatively. And I found that people around me were very nice to me. And it was more peaceful kind of thing. And that's when I started feeling, yes, this can be a life. It's not that continuously uh, moving around, continuously doing something, getting high paychecks. That is not something, but this is giving me more peace, more good people around me, right kind of leaders around me. And that actually uh, motivated me. But life took a chair turns when I married, and then especially after my child's birth, I had to quit my job.
Mm.
That's when I started realizing that yeah, I was earning money. I was saving enough also, but there was something inside me still which I was feeling is not completely happy. I had started becoming financially also dependent slowly.
Mm.
I started feeling that uh, I want to get back to work, but this is not what I want to do. I did not know what it was. And I also started going in a very, very low phase in my life where it may not be actually depression, but a kind of very lowest phase hit me. And that's when the life completely changed. As I said before, I said, "Okay, there is something wrong with me, and I wanted to do something about it." And I got into life coaching. That life coaching journey was actually for myself. Okay, I did it for my own. There are a couple of other things also which I did for my self growth. I invested a lot in it because I felt this is where life changes. When
Mm.
your emotional and mental health is good, you can earn money anytime in your life. But
Yes.
if that is a setback, you cannot do anything. And while doing the life coaching itself, I just realized I was always an empathetic person. I was always a go-to person for all my friends. They would come and speak anything in their heart to me, and they would always see that non-judgmental space.
Yeah.
Sometimes I used to override their emotions, saying, "This is not what you have to do. You have to do this only." But while doing life coaching, I understand there is a structure. You cannot force anything on anyone.
Yes.
And somewhere I got a structure, and somewhere I saw this as an opportunity to grow in my life. This is where I started feeling I'm connecting. I'm connecting to people, I'm connecting to my own self. And every time I was helping people, I am also growing somewhere. I'm also learning something. When I'm giving some kind of advices to people, I realized that that kind of advice even I needed in my life. So, every opportunity to help somebody became an opportunity to help myself also. And that actually gave me a lot of push to grow. And that's where the complete life changed, the way I started looking at myself, the way I started asking questions to myself. Um, it's not that there are no setbacks, even now there are, but you know how to come out of it. You know the structure. You are
Absolutely.
you're not just in awareness. but you act accordingly.
True.
And that is the biggest, I feel this is the biggest boon I have received as in start when I started working on myself. So
Amazing.
that's it.
Amazing, amazing. So, the next question I have for you is, you mentioned earlier as well, that motherhood was both your greatest blessing and your lowest phase, right? So, would you like to share little deeper what did the rock bottom actually look like for you then?
So, Anuradha, the biggest challenge I faced in my life was people pleasing. I would go to any extent to please people, to and somewhere I felt, yeah, I was in a process to seek love, that kind of support, the connection. I would go to any extent, and I would do anything in the sense I would do things even which I actually felt, no, Ranjita, this is not what you should be doing. But I could never say no.
Hmm.
And the other things like "Log Kya Kahenge" is one of the biggest the tagline I use uh, in my every pitch. It's like "Log Kya Kahenge" also bothered me for quite some time, and uh, I came to a state where I actually started feeling, Ranjita, you are of no use. You are not a worthy person. You are you deserve to be not loved, not supported. You have nothing good in you.
Hmm.
And yeah, that was the same time. It was my post delivery where this was the phase, and I was a very anxious mother. I loved my son. I love my son, to be very frank. I loved, and I would do the same things. Like, I wanted him to see happy. I couldn't see him crying. I couldn't see him sick. I would stay awake for nights. But the other side of it, when I was not getting the kind of support I was seeking from others,
Hmm.
I started getting in a phase where I started, uh, I would say, yelling, shouting, and everything would go to my son. Like all those phases, he was the one who started getting affected.
Hmm.
And there was one day it happened that I actually shouted at him a lot because he was writing slow in his studies. And at the same time, because I shouted at him, after some time, I started crying. And that same boy came to me and he just looked at me and hugged me. Mommy, what happened? That was a striking point for me, a child who is just 6 years old. He exactly knows what to do when a person is sad. And that same person, me, was yelling, shouting towards that boy who needed actually help.
Yes.
That something broke inside me. And I started realizing that I am in discontentment with other people in my life, and all the anger is coming onto my son.
Hmm.
And that's where the life changed. I started, yeah, I was in an angry phase that time. I started taking the anger on the right people, which was actually also not right. Uh, but that changed in a sense. I became closer to my child. I started giving him the right kind of support, the kind of empathy, the kind of love he needed. And yeah, our connection grew to a next level after that. And somewhere there is the phase where I started drawing boundaries.
Hmm.
That was a kind of angry phase, but through life coaching, I learned how to set boundaries in a compassionate and good way. So now I know the structure. I know how to speak my truth. I know how to be compassionate, saying no with compassion. So
Yes.
uh, that motherhood, I think that was a turning point for me. That boy showed me what exactly empathy looks like, and that's how I started acting. Means, that was a lesson for me, to be very frank.
Absolutely. And I think every woman, each one of us go through this phase of our life, where we look out for a support and so we feel empty inside, right? But I think kids are the biggest teachers in our life, like being so innocent, but that one moment they react to certain situation, it opens up a full face for us, right? So I feel it's a true blessings to have kids and to learn from them.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. So my next question to you is, Ranjita, why do you think that so many high achieving women today struggle with people pleasing? You said you are the one who went out of your range to please people, right? And yet, despite being strong and capable, what do you think is a reason for that?
Most of the times it is the childhood experiences
Hmm.
and the experiences till we grow up. Like every experiences molds us into a certain pattern. And this is, uh, we do not develop a kind of personality. It is actually the traumas which are affecting us.
True.
If you see log kya kahenge is coming from generations. People first think is okay when we take a bold decision. Everybody thinks is even our parents will tell you, what are you doing? Like you just have to think what the society will think what you are doing. So most of the times we actually we do not live a fully happy life. We suppress our emotions. We suppress the things we actually want to do in life. Money is one of the factors where like people are stuck into high achieving jobs because they need money. They're
Yes.
actually not doing what they exactly want to. They even the people pleasing patterns which we carry at home, the same patterns are carried at work as well. So I feel all these patterns, if we do not heal at the root level, we will carry those patterns everywhere. And that is where even the high achievers are stuck.
Hmm.
They carry it unknowingly, not that everybody knows what they are doing.
Yes.
Unknowingly, they carry it, and that is affected in every area of life.
Hmm.
And yes, high achievers, I have seen high achievers getting stuck in the phases where they have achieved so much in their life, career wise, but in personal life, they are stuck. They're
Hmm.
not happy. They don't have the relationship what they want, or they have not nurtured the relationship what they had for years. And the work, like you say, like people say, work-life balance. It is not exactly possible. Work-life balance every day is not a work-life balance, but we fail to prioritize also what is more important than we just see what is giving me more money or what is giving me more success than what is giving me more peace, what is giving me more harmony.
Yeah.
And somewhere everything, every area of life gets affected. It's you are doing in the face of the world, yeah, you're doing very well. You are a high achiever, you are so successful, and at home you are struggling. You're struggling with many things which you cannot say it to the world also. Somewhere you feel, okay, I'm such a high achiever. If I tell it to people that I'm a failure in a personal life, people will laugh at
Yes.
that that emotion actually people are many of us are stuck because of that.
Hmm.
I cannot express because I am so successful, and if I express, if I show that vulnerability, people will laugh at. Very few people you see, if you see in our coach community, only our mentors. Why are they successful in and out? Because they are vulnerable in front of the world.
Yes.
And that makes them different from the other high achievers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, Ranjita, you know what? You shared us a personal aspect of your life, right? And at what point did you did you realize that every phase you were going through after the motherhood, right? I need to stop living for others and start choosing myself. When did you receive this calling?
As I said earlier, when I started asking the right questions to myself, I stopped blaming others for my setbacks.
Mm.
Today, I used to blame people because today I don't have money. I would say, oh, that is because of this person. I'm alone because of that person. I stopped saying that and I started asking myself, what did I do for myself till up until now? What have I done for myself? When I said somebody is not loving me enough, have I loved myself enough? And the answer was no.
Mm.
If somebody is not finding me worthy, am I finding myself worthy? And the answer was no. And that's where everything started changing. When I kept saying that there is no one supporting me, I was ignoring that despite there was nobody, it was universe where somehow I was able to manage everything what I did.
Mm.
Uh, the life coaching courses or whatever I'm part of Energy Queens tribe or if I'm doing self work, how did I manage all these things if I had no support? These when you start asking the right questions to yourself, when you start shifting the blame from others to you start asking yourself, am I like I ask myself, Ranjita, are you doing it for yourself that you are expecting it from others?
Yeah.
If you are not doing it for yourself, then why are you expecting it from others? The safety, the support, everything you're looking, the love, everything you're looking outside is actually within you.
Hmm.
Do you love yourself more than what you are expecting others to love you? And today, the the highest thing for me is I don't know whether I love myself the most, but I accept myself the way I am. Okay, I accept. Okay, if I am, people say you are very emotional. Yes, I accept it. I am emotional person. I'm a very sensitive person, and I'm happy that I can feel most of the things which people do not feel. I'm an empathetic person. Yes, I'm happy to be empathetic. I'm happy to help others without receiving the kind of even maybe they may not be helping me the same way, but I'm happy. Maybe they are not doing it, but somebody else is doing it for me. And the biggest turnover means after the biggest shift after all these things is I can see that I can see more of the people who are loving me. I can see that how I attracted those beautiful coaches in my life. They are like I think the universe has come to me in their form. I have attracted such amazing friends. Very few, I have very few friends, but they are amazing. Well, they love me unconditionally. They don't have anything like, they say, Ki, Ranjita, I will love you only if it is like this. They love me unconditionally. They know everything about me, still they love me. And the biggest blessing is my son. I can speak anything to him and he's just like my best friend. I can talk anything. I can talk about anything to him. And the same thing is for him because he talks, tells me every possible thing. So it's like, I see more of blessings than what are the setbacks right now. There will be always setbacks in life. There will be no turn in your life where there will be no setback. You will have struggles, but there is good struggle, there is bad struggle. When you have work, like our mentors say, when you have work and you're thriving, you are on a continuous go, but it is a good struggle. So the way you look at life has completely changed for me. Yes, my mentors, my coaches have done lot of like I would say they have been my blessings, biggest blessings in my life. And today I think whatever I went through or whatever I'm going through, if there are challenges, that every challenge is teaching me something and bringing out the best in me every single time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Beautifully you said, through challenges we learn a lot. Yes. So it's always a deep question to be asked that, what is the lesson I'm learning from this? Yes. And
Yes,
and
yes,
when we
exactly.
when we get to know the answers, we ourselves are kind of amazed that, oh my God, this is the deepest thing that I was really missing. So yeah, amazing, amazing. Super. All right. So the next question I have for you is, Ranjita. Whole world today talks about inner work, right? But what does doing the work actually look like in real life, day to day, through your own experiences?
So, when I started the work, I was overwhelmed. Why, why I have to do so many things? And yes, I have to do so many things. I have to do this. I have to do, and those things were so much cluttered in my mind. Sometimes when I was not able to finish it, I would beat myself.
Hmm.
Now, when you are doing a inner work, there are many things come to surface,
Yes. Yeah.
and those kind of things actually bother you because we just think the world is bad. We do not think there must be something wrong with us.
Yeah.
And when that negative things inside you start surfacing, it is very uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable to accept that there can be something negative in you which is affecting you right now. It is, we always blame others, we always blame the circumstances, but there was something negative in you which was affecting you. And when that starts surfacing, many a times we come to a phase where we think we should give up now.
Yeah.
This is not something should happen. And I think most of the times, this is where most of the people quit.
Hmm.
And I tell this to my clients as well, that there will be things which will come to surface and you will feel that no, I don't want to continue this. But if you're ready to face it, only then we'll go ahead with the sessions. I have gone through it and I know it is difficult phase, but it is not impossible.
Yes.
So not giving up at that particular time was kept, that is what actually kept me going. And I felt today I'm proud of myself that I did not give up at that particular time, and that changed my entire life. Today, no matter what is what I carry in my that is a mantra. No matter what,
Yes.
maybe I am messy at night. I sit and cry. There may be occasions like this that sometimes I sit blank. I do not know what to do next. But no matter what, there are certain things I have to do, and I do it. I make it a point, yes, I have to do these things throughout the day, and I definitely do them. So, inner work is not always peaceful. It's not always like, we say breath work karo, meditation karo, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. Breath work करोगे, meditation करोगे तो बहुत कुछ surface पे आएगा.
Yes.
और जब आप वो चीज को हैंडल नहीं कर पाओगे ना, so it will the next step will be very difficult.
Yeah.
So inner work, it is a deep work, but that discomfort is actually what is going to help you grow. It is
Absolutely.
not just your physical growth, it is your mental, it's your emotional, it's your spiritual growth. So you're not nothing good is going to be comfortable for you.
Yes, it's going to be
That,
messy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a big, big, big emotional battle inside you that, everything that keeps surfacing, it brings a lot of questions to you, right? And
yeah,
I truly feel giving up is the easiest way that anyone
easiest.
can do this. But when you stay there, when you feel that pain and you still rise up from that, I think that creates a humongous transformation inside out, right?
Yes.
All right,
Recently,
super.
I would like to add in something like recently, I follow this yoga sessions every morning, and recently our guru also, the yoga teacher said, when you push your body a little, your mental load becomes little less. It becomes easier. So I feel when there is a discomfort and when you push yourself a little bit more, your mental load will slowly start getting easier. And that should be in every, it's not just a physical push, it's also a mental push. And you're not physically pushing it, you're actually mentally pushing yourself to do a little better. And
Yes,
that's where life changes.
absolutely. And like our mentors also says, just becoming and aiming to become that 1% better every single day. Yes, life is not a race at all.
Yes, yes,
All right, yes.
absolutely.
So the next question I have for you is, Ranjita, why do people feel guilty when they start setting boundaries, and how can they break out from that guilt pattern?
So, the biggest, this is a side effect of people pleasing, actually. You say no to someone and you feel that you're hurting them. Yeah, you are empathetic. Okay, but empathy is not something which says that you have to be in your discomfort and please others.
Mhm.
Empathy is understanding others and also understanding your own limits. And somewhere when we are being nice to people, we are not being nice to ourselves. We don't learn to be nice to be ourselves in life. And that has been taught. We are all wired like that. And it's not just with women, men also do it.
Yes,
So they find it very difficult to say no. Even if you're tired, you come back from work, a man sees his child asking to play, and he's tired, but he says no. If I say no, my child will get uh, he will be upset or she will be upset. Or a mother, she's tired full day, and then somebody says to her, ki, okay, I need something. And she's tired, but she says, okay, I will do it. She's pushing her boundaries every time because we are wired like that. कि हम तो तभी अच्छे हैं जब हम अपने आप को ओवर एक्सटेंड करेंगे
yes,
दूसरों को हेल्प करने के लिए.
yeah,
And that is been wired from, I feel it is generational now. It's not just coming from this generation. It is coming from generations that a person who is suffering and his capacity of suffering is very good, then that person is nice. And somewhere we have also engraved that thing in our mind. And initially, when we are setting boundaries, it is very difficult because ये जो हम this kind of thought process we are wired for ages from generation. We carry it in our genes actually. So it is difficult. कोई भी चीज if you're doing for first time, it will be difficult. You'll start feeling guilty that yeah we are hurting people, but you stop. Once we do, definitely will feel guilty. Second time थोड़ा गिल्ट कम होगा. So every effort के बाद something will start getting better. We feel guilty because we are wired like that. We think that okay, our parents have told ki okay, you have to sacrifice to make others happy. They have done it. It's not that they are just saying it to us. They have done it, and that's why they expect the same from us.
Yes.
It's not that their fault also. We cannot say it's their fault they have done it to us. So no, it's because we are doing it for generations and it is difficult. Genetically we have passed it on. वो अपने खून के अंदर है. तो वो अगर कहीं पे भी ब्रेक थ्रू होना है तो यू विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग दैट नेगेटिव तो आना ही है पहले. Then it will start getting positive. Yeah, it is struggle but not impossible.
Beautifully, beautifully said that. With this, I have a next question for you. How deeply is Log Kya Kahenge wired into us? And what is the first step to breaking free from it? And what do you teach in your coaching?
So, first and foremost, लोग क्या कहेंगे तो like I said just now, I said कि it is a generational thing we are carrying it. Its social stigma is been carried for ages now. People live in unhappy workplaces. People live in unhappy relationships. Just because if you have to do something different, it is uncomfortable. Living in survival mode is easier than living a life full where we are thriving. So people always choose the easier option, and लोग क्या कहेंगे is just a reason we give to ourselves.
Yes, yes.
Okay, because if you have to go against लोग क्या कहेंगे, it is a battle, it is a big step. हमको नहीं करना है. We don't want to get over that social stigma of what people will say if I do something different.
Mm,
But
mm,
if you take the examples where the changes have happened, the leaders who have created changes, they are the ones who went against the social stigma
mm,
and not followed the social uh, so-called protocols which were set by society. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप चोरी करो लूटमार करो. I'm not talking about the violent side of it, but yeah, there are things which happened in the world where leaders went against what was a social stigma or a social protocol, and the changes happened.
mm.
So the major thing, the first step, what I start with is taking 100% responsibility of your life.
Yes,
So one thing I asked them, ki one thing you will do different so that your life will look what you want to, not what people want to.
mm.
So that's where I start. I start with 100. Take first step is always taking 100% responsibility of your life without shifting the blame on anybody else, circumstances, people, nobody. So लोग क्या कहेंगे stigma starts. The start work is there. The process is a little difficult also because, like I said, it is wired and it is not just लोग क्या कहेंगे is not just Indian stigma. Okay, people say, "Oh, India में ये होता है, India में नहीं है." It's when now we see in the coaching industry the kind of examples what we hear from the coaching world. This stigma is worldwide. It
Yes,
is not India specific. It is not Indian culture specific.
yes.
This is worldwide, and yeah, it will take a bit time, but I think now the generations are changing. People are taking actions. People are ready to do the inner work. Yeah, some people do find it difficult, but I see more and more people coming ahead wanting to do the inner work.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I personally can relate to this tax so very much, When I was working in corporate, I worked for good 17 years, right? My son was small, nuclear family. We used to depend on maids, so on and so forth. And people used to like look at this mother. She keeps her kid and she walks away from the house. There was a time in my life when I got a break from my career. Something happened and I had to take setback through my career. oh my God, look, now she's sitting at home and she's not doing anything. So I think
Oh,
whether you do anything, you
do or
don't do
not do.
anything, people will be always
Will
curious to know
talk.
that. Yes. So one thing
Oh,
what I have learned through my experiences, irrespective of log kya kahenge, what does your heart says? It's first
exactly.
is that, right? And second is your soul peace with what you're doing, and choose that what gives you a peace rather than
Mm,
seeing that what people will think about it or what people
exactly.
will say about it, right? Yes, so it's more of
Exactly.
choosing your inner alignment.
And one thing what I have also experienced is log kya kahenge is more a mental game. Once we start setting that boundaries, the kind of life we start living, it stops mattering to us. And actually, we see people do not say anything.
Yes,
It's actually more of we think kya log kya kahenge.
absolutely. Yeah, because everyone is busy in their lives.
Their life, yes.
Yes,
Nobody has the time actually कि लोग क्या कहेंगे. It's not like it's somewhere I have realized it's not true. There will be definitely some people who will talk, but maybe they are not your people. And they're the people who are sitting with you and they are not just bothered about what is you're growing and they're happy for you. They are your people, and they are just not bothered with with the that thing of log kya kahenge. They are with you no
yes,
matter what.
yes, absolutely. All right. So, Ranjita, we are going to have few rapid fire questions for you, and I really want you
Okay.
to answer them rapidly. Yes.
Okay.
So, the very first question I have for you is, uh, what is that one thing people assume about you as a Ranjita that is completely wrong?
I'm a very nice person.
All right. Uh, if your life transformation journey was a movie title, what would it be?
That's very difficult. One movie title. Um, I cannot think about it. But I would say Dear Zindagi.
Dear Zindagi, beautiful, awesome. All right. Uh, complete this sentence in one word. The most powerful woman is
She is unapologetic.
amazing. One superpower you wish that every woman would have instantly.
One superpower, I would not say superpower, but I feel every woman has it. She's very empathetic. And that's all for her to grow. She can take the world to next level with this one quality.
All right. Uh, coffee, meditation, or solitude. What saves your day?
Solitude.
Amazing. If you could delete one phrase from every woman's mind forever, what would it be?
Definitely log kya kahinge.
All right. Ranjita, we see you as a coach. We see you as a mentor. We see you as a working professional. We see you as a brand, right? That you're bringing up now. What is that your social media does not talk about that you truly, truly love doing? What is it?
So I have been always a art inclined, music inclined person right from my childhood, and music takes me to the next level. Like when I see though, I just even the art, if you see the colors, they bring out some kind of peace in me. The different colors, when I see vibrant colors when I'm walking in the nature, the colorful uh, flowers. The other thing is music, the beats. I just automatically start dancing when I hear the right kind of beats I needed. And that totally changes my mood. It's totally changes. If I'm feeling low, I'm standing at the kitchen stove, near the kitchen stove, making tea, and I start singing loud, and that really shifts me. So I that is me, okay, art, music, and I would suggest everybody to pursue a single hobby which actually helps works as a meditation, I would say, rather than sitting in silence and getting reflecting yourself within one such hobby which acts like meditation. You lose time when you're doing it, and that is about me. I suggest everyone should actually get closer to their hobby.
Amazing, amazing. So, Ranjita, you speak about identity and energy alignment. Uh, what does that really mean in a practical or day-to-day life?
So day-to-day life, it is living in awareness with what exactly you are.
Hmm.
Energy alignment is when you are exactly feeling, thinking, believing the things what you're doing and saying. So this is living a truthful life, not truthful to others, but truthful to yourself.
Hmm.
That is where you're living your true identity in total alignment with all your energy.
All right. Would you like to talk us about your brand that you're already posting lot on it on social media? Would you like to really tell us what how did that name resonated to you? Number one is that, and second is what is your mission, what is your vision with that you're coming up with?
So, Aikyam is something came to me in when I was doing my life coaching certification. It was 2023. It came to my mind. It's a Sanskrit word for harmony, and it's been there for in my mind since then. Harmony is where exactly where you are entirely with the universe, and that has remained with me. And I had not officially launched myself, but yes, I was carrying that word for quite some time. And finally, I launched it. And yes, initially when I started, yeah, I thought I will be a emotional harmony coach. I will be an accountability coach. But when I started resonating it with my life, when do I feel harmonious? Is when I start living the authentic life, when my energies are aligned, when I'm living my true identity. Just like I said, I'm not a nice person. Okay, I'm okay with that. When I always wanted to be like in good books of everybody, but I realized that you cannot be in good books with in everybody's like nobody.
You
Not there.
cannot
There
fit
will be
into
people in your
every
life.
pages.
Yeah, there will be people in your life who will think, oh, you are this. She's the villain, and you should be okay with that because you
Yeah.
are living an authentic life. You are not hurting anybody, but you are living your true self. So that's when this word started coming into my, identity and energy alignment. And energy alignment got me more closer when I started working with my coach Ritu Agarwal. And she got me into energy. She got me into the frequency where today, no matter what, I am acting. No matter what, I'm just not living in awareness. I am acting. And the same thing I want to do it along with my clients. I want the change in everybody's life, not because just it will get me money, but my purpose is that there should be peace, there should be harmony across the world. And it can only happen when everybody is living their true identity, living in that alignment with the energies. So that's my mission today. That why I'm choosing high achievers, it completely resonates with me. I felt like it was not just the money factor, but also the peace factor, which is needed to live a true authentic life. because you may earn money. In the process, you may lose the people around you. You may lose a true, happy, loving life. And I think if each and every one of us remains in that kind of frequency, the world will be a peaceful place. Everybody will be peaceful. There will be harmony everywhere. Today, if we see there is wars going on, it does affect everyone. Today, war between two nations has affected the entire world.
Yeah,
But slowly, if the people start realizing that if they start taking actions, nothing is going to affect them, I think the world will change.
absolutely. Amazing. So, Ranjita, how do you help people when they come to you for a clarity? What is a kind of a hand-holding support you're providing them? How safe is the place where they can really share their, the darkest secrets of their life with you to be able to come out of that situation?
So, biggest quality of a coach has to be he or she has to be non-judgmental, totally. And yes, create a very safe, non-judgmental place for the clients. um, you are not going to now people may have deepest of their secrets and they are coming to you with a hope that yes, this thing is affecting them and they want a change.
Hmm.
If you do not keep that integrity in you to hold on to giving them that safe space, hold on to their secrets, uh, world is not going to change.
Hmm.
If I do not do this, they will not change, world for them will not change, and my mission overall will not accomplish if I'm not going to hold that space. So my first thing is yes, the safe space for them, non-judgmental, my integrity towards my work, towards my clients, no matter what, nothing will be judged. And yes, whatever they are seeking, I will definitely help them with it. Now, the major thing what I do is first is I try to understand what exactly they're struggling with. Then for each and every client, I curate it in a specific way that suits them. For instance, I have learned quite a few healing techniques. Okay, healing is not something everybody resonates with.
Yes.
Now, there will be people who will be too much of spiritual. Yes, I can help them with all these techniques. But there will be people who will totally say, no, I don't want all this.
Hmm.
So my entire package will actually go around my clients. Whatever they are comfortable with, I curate it according to their needs. And that's how I feel that's how changes happen because when people resonate with what you're doing, they are more comfortable. But if you're going to force anything onto them, they are not going to accept the change.
Yes. Yes.
So my main thing, I would say the the key thing what I do differently, I would say, is I curate each and every course differently for according to my clients. And yes, safe space is very important, non-judgmental, safe space for them. And they can talk anything. And yes, we all are humans. We all do mistakes. And one thing I would like to tell everybody is there will be things you will do at certain point in your life, but that was exactly what you needed at that point of time, and that is why you did it.
Yes.
So you have to make peace with what has happened. Carrying guilt is not going to make your life, present and future life.
Amazing. Amazing. How can people reach out to you, Ranjita, if you would really like to uh, tell about your social media handles?
So I'm on Instagram and I'm on LinkedIn. Yes, of course, through the Instagram and LinkedIn DM. Plus, there is a Calendly link on my bio on both the handles. They can reach me. Plus, there is a WhatsApp link also. They can reach me personally. And soon I will be creating a masterclass also. In fact, I'll be posting it by tomorrow. So there will be classes happening. So they can connect to me through the masterclass. And yeah, my bio is there always. I'm always there. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much, Ranjita, for sharing that. Uh, Before we wrap up, Ranjita, if a woman who is listening right now to our podcast, or I don't know when it will be heard by someone, feels successful outside but lost within inside, what is that one truth that she needs to hear today through this podcast, through this conversation?
So, first is accept that it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel stuck, but it's not okay to remain there forever.
Mhm.
Change can happen, and you're not stuck forever in that. And the first step is you take a decision to change, decide, and that decision will take you to to the next heights. No situation in this world is there is nothing in this world which cannot be resolved. It there is one saying I had heard long before that uh, you cannot remain in a place where you think is something is not doable. There is solution for everything. You just need to make a decision. Yes, this is doable. I can do it.
Amazing. All right. Thank you once again, Ranjita, for being here today, for sharing so many insights with all of us. I'm sure audience uh, will get some insights through this conversation today. Wishing you all the very best for all your upcoming endeavors that you're planning. Yes, and we are
Thank
so
you.
looking forward to see you again very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Anuradha, for giving me this kind of opportunity to present myself, to talk, and express myself completely, to be very frank.
Thank you for that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Ranjita. Audience, if you enjoyed this conversation and found value in Ranjita's journey, insights, and wisdom, my dear friends, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to this podcast for more powerful conversation and inspire growth, healing, and transformation. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, sister, colleague, or any woman who looks successful on the outside but may be struggling silently within. And let us know in the comments what was your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Remember, your breakthroughs often begin with one powerful conversation. Until next time, keep growing, keep shining, and keep choosing yourself. Thank you.